What's happening, guys? So we are back. We're back. I'm back live now, and we have a match preview to get on with. And on top of the match preview that I'm giving you tonight, right? Um, I've got a reaction to do to the clip of the Spurs fans, the loser Spurs fans that I put last night. Right, I'm gonna react to that again. So it's another reaction there, and then. And we're going to talk a little bit about this whole, the referee, David Coote, or the ex-referee now, coming out. How convenient. So we're going to talk about that, but big up to you, Kurt. Yeah, match preview settings and all that. Well, anyways, Champions League, it's the finale of the league phase. So everyone's playing tomorrow night. Everybody's playing tomorrow night. You know what I mean? So it should be a cracker. You know what I mean? It should be a cracker. You know what I mean? Everyone's playing tomorrow night. We are surely through. It's going to take us losing and probably losing by a few goals while everybody else below us wins their game for us to be in threat of having to play an extra game in the Champions League. But I'm backing us to get over the line tomorrow night. But yeah, David Coote, a weirdo. What's him being gay got to do with cheating Liverpool? It's I'm going to talk a bit about it anyway. But yeah, it's going all right. It's going all right. Been steady work day to day. Sleeper apparently injured again. Fuck's sake. Again! Well, that ain't good. But let's get into it. So we've got match preview. Girona versus Arsenal. Our last fixture of the Champions League. We're away from home this time. And yeah. So let's get into it before I get into everything else. So Girona conjured up to miracles to qualify for the Champions League for the first time, but their superpowers have deserted them in the league phase. 1-1, lost 6. Boy, what? Lost. I mean, as a result, Michel's men have only pride to play for on match day 8, with their elimination already confirmed. But there's plenty at stake for the squad under pressure after a run of 3 successive defeats across all competitions. That includes a 1-0 loss at AC Milan last week, while their last outing on home soil in the competition ended in defeat by the same scoreline against Liverpool. Liverpool's Premier League rivals Arsenal are next up, with Girona looking to avoid the ignominy of becoming the first side from one of Europe's top 5 leagues to record 5 successive UCL losses to nil. As Arsenal are yet to concede from open play in this season's Champions League, such history could well be made in Catalonia on Wednesday. Now, let's just stop there, right? Let's just hold up. Let's just pump the brakes a little bit. This whole we haven't conceded from open play shit don't faze me. Don't faze me at all. You know what I mean? Like, there's nothing I'm seeing from these man that's telling me anything. We've got a pony up front in Kai Havertz that can't finish to save his life, right? And he'll pop up with an odd goal here and there, yeah? But when it comes to actually being... Listen, we were getting sucked off, or should I say the fans were sucking off Arsenal, right? Wanting to drop their trousers down. Because of how we finished last season, unbeaten away from home, have the best defense and all that shit. And it didn't mean anything. None of this means anything to me until a trophy is won at the end of it. That's when it means something. That's when I want to hear. Like, fans, they're getting fooled by Arsenal already. Fans are getting fooled by them again. You know what I mean? Yet, again. And they keep doing it. Oh, Arsenal, unbeaten. We're now flexing that Spurs have lost 13 games in the last, in the last 20 or something like that. And Arsenal have lost 13 games in the last 99 or some shit. It's like, I don't give a shit. Yeah, Spurs are shit, but I don't give a shit. Like, we're flexing it like we're doing something with that. You know what I mean? We're flexing like we're doing something with it. You know what I mean? I don't care about we're unbeaten for this long until it wins me a trophy. If all these men are showing me is that we can just go unbeaten and not win anything, I mean, what's the point?
What the fuck, y'all? God damn! Just help me to understand.
Anyways, the Gunners are all but assured of a top 8 finish and therefore automatic progression to the last 16, irrespective of the result here, but will be keen to extend their 4-match unbeaten run since exiting the FA Cup earlier this month. 1-3, draw 1. Yeah, us exiting the FA Cup.
Again!
Like, I hope man can understand, right? When I say, for me, the only saving grace, the only saving grace for Arteta is if he wins me 2 trophies. Why am I saying this? He won the FA Cup when he came in. Look how he's been in the FA Cup ever since. You know what I mean? So what I know now, based on the evidence shown, Arteta, let's say we turn it around against Newcastle, we get to the EFL Cup final, and then we win it. We won't see that competition ever again under this manager. We'll go out in the 3rd round, just like we've been doing the FA Cup. If he wins just the Premier League, we'll never touch it ever again. Because he'll try and win something else over the trophy he just won. That's what we know he'll do now. Because that's what he showed us when he won that FA Cup. You know what I mean? Arteta wins us the league, for example, we'll never get anywhere near it again under him because he'll be trying to win the Champions League too much. That's what he'll do. If we win the Champions League, we'll never get anywhere near it again. He's not going to retain anything. If Arteta wins anything, he's not going to retain it, for example. So I'd rather him win 2 if we're not going to do that. You know what I mean? I would rather, if somebody said, you'll win something this season and not win anything for the next 3, right? I'd rather it be that the case of, well, we won a double last time we won something kind of thing. That's what I'd rather. That's what I'm saying. We win us 2 trophies. And then you can politely go if you want. You know what I mean? If he wins us just 1, go. If you don't win anything, go. That's where I am. That's where I am. But anyways, a 1-0 win at Wolves on Saturday was particularly pleasing for boss Mikel Arteta, who saw his side react well to a controversial red card by Miles Lewis Skelly before the break. Yeah, it was a bullshit red card that never should have been a red card, but we have to move. Similar solidarity on the road could help Arsenal register back-to-back Champions League away wins for the first time since December 2016, having thrashed Sporting 5-1 in their last such fixture. So, according to this, we know the usual suspects aren't playing. So, who's questionable for us is Mikel Moreno and Odegaard, according to this. Arsenal have won 3 of the last 5, losing 1 and drawing 1. Girona have lost 3 of the last 5, winning 2. Now, the head-to-heads between us, we've never played each other. You know, this is our first meeting. But standings, obviously, we sit 3rd in the table in the Champions League. Girona are all the way in 31st. So, yeah, they ain't getting anything. Score prediction for this, I'm going with a 2-0 win. I'm going to give us that, a 2-0 win. Now, it's not going to shock me if we concede. Goal scorers, don't know. Maybe if Calafiori keeps his shooting boots on, maybe he might get some goals through us. You know what I mean? He's more likely to score than Havertz. You know what I mean? Big up to Warren. Big up, watch the legal and reaction video too about him wanting to report Henry's video. That's madness. It is madness. I think. I mean,
just help me to understand.
Yeah, it's those who want to be helped shall get helped. You know what I mean? It's madness. Big up to you, Rod. Don't get why Henry wrong. He's angry when he's an Arsenal fan, really. He knows how to pander to Arsenal fans. That's the thing. He's a bit of a peculiar Spurs fan. You know what I mean? Girona crap without Savio. Yeah, I'm backing us to beat him, man. I'm backing us to beat him. Maybe last season we might not have beaten him or something. I don't know. Kai Havertz probably score tomorrow. Well, he better do. This guy, honestly, apparently there's a compilation of his misses. All the misses and that's him in front of goal. It's not like he's taking shots from outside the box. No, this guy's in front of goal and he's missing. Yet this club is not doing anything to get extra. No, the thing is, we'll get somebody. I believe we'll get somebody in this window. And in fact, it's probably already done, right? But we're getting someone on loan, I think. I think it's going to be a loan deal. But I think we'll get somebody. And it'll be somebody where it's like, who's this guy? Or is he really the answer? It's not going to be a signing to where Champions League helped us. Because that's some bullshit. Champions League, you need Champions League, mate, to attract world-class players. Is the biggest bullshit I've ever heard. Name one big game Havertz turned up in. I don't think he has. Not in a big game. I mean, he scored the decisive goals in a game that was tight. But you ain't seen no 1-0 win against Man City and it was Kai Havertz. You know what I mean? A 2-0 win against Chelsea and it was Kai Havertz. You know what I mean? A 1-0 win against Liverpool and it was Kai Havertz. You ain't seen none of that. You know what I mean? But we'll be gaslit into, oh, well, he scored all these goals for us. You know what I mean? You could argue, the biggest argument you could make for that is the last game of the season, last season, when he scored against Everton. Because anything could have happened in that Man City game. Anything could have happened, like, you know, but Man City were already winning anyway, but, you know what I mean? Like, the context of it. You know what I mean? That's probably the biggest thing he's done. And it led to nothing. Why are Arsenal not trying to get, oh, you meant to put Duran, who's available for 80 million. That's the Villa striker, isn't it? We should send the under 18s out to Girona. We really need to win the game, really. But I would have someone on the bench just in case we end up blitzing these, man. But big up to you and big up to E-Man. I'm assuming it's H-E-H, but you obviously put 3 there. I'm going 1-1. You should beat Girona. They're crap this season. We should have beaten Man United, but we didn't. Havertz don't turn up like Odegaard. And even then, even with Odegaard, it's one of them things where it's like if he's not playing that well, it's like you might as well just forget it. You know what I mean? You might as well just forget it, kind of thing. You will sign Rashford, but you can't get him on loan because you use 2 Premier League loans this season. So Arsenal buy him for 30 million. I don't know how the loan rules work. I don't know how many, if it's a maximum or whatever. Odegaard got the same amount of assists as Edison, our goalkeeper. And yet, fans in this fan base were willing to spray everywhere every time Odegaard touches the ball. Anyways, I've got a reaction to do. Yeah. So we're gonna shift over from the Champions League match preview. We're gonna shift over to reaction time. Because obviously you saw the video I put up last night.
I've seen him do it!
Of the Spurs fans being losers that they are. You know, just me exposing what we already knew about these men. So we're gonna give a 2-2 bit reaction to that, and of course, yeah, we need to talk a little bit more because Spurs think that they are a proper London club when they're not. You know what I mean? Tottenham didn't become North London or Tottenham. If you go Google, I challenge any one of you now to go and Google when did has Tottenham always been in North London? Go Google it right now. You'll be amazed. And that's them, man. Keep saying Arsenal are fake. Arsenal are fake London club, fake North London club, blah blah blah. Go Google. Have Tottenham always been in North London? Google it. Go Google it. Facts. Other guy's decent player, but not what Arsenal fan thinks he is. F Tottenham, bro. Hopefully they get Southgate. No, I want him to keep Ange for the next 10 years, fam. If he's not gonna do anything. But let's let me just oh shit. I didn't mean to do that. Need to put I need to now let's go back to the beginning and let's get started with this reaction because we need to talk about these Spurs fans because the streets aren't going to forget and I'm certainly not going to forget either. Yeah, because these men hate losing now. Have you noticed? Spurs hate losing. So let's talk about this. I'm sick of them sweatsuits and them corny hats. Let's talk about it. Let's see if this light's gonna be. Yeah, this light's all right. Right, let's get it.
Too easy, blood. Too easy, fam. Erling Haaland, fam. You know them way there, blood.
What are you laughing at, you fucking fool? What's he laughing at?
This is a sick Negro.
What can you do? What can you do, Mike?
So this was last season against Man City at White Hart Lane, a game to which where if Spurs had won that game, they'd have got top 4 because Villa weren't doing shit. Villa lost their way into top 4, like I said. Yeah, that's why I won game fooled by Aston Villa. Right. This is a game, you know, City hadn't scored at White Hart Lane, this new White Hart Lane, Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. That scored there in the Premier League. That didn't score there in the Premier League until this game. This game comes round and you get a peculiar 2-0 win for City. And look at the look on Expression's face at that time. Now, fast forward to today, these men hate losing. In fact, I should have put the clip in here, shouldn't I? I don't know if it's too late. Is it too late? Let me see if it's too late or not. Oh, I've got it. You got to love iCloud, fam. You've got to love iCloud, my G. The clip is right.
Do you know what? I don't mind if we lose. It is what it is. I want us to lose.
You heard him right there.
I mean, hard line for life. You know what I mean? What can you do? What can you do, Mike? I'm loving being edge instead. We've been through it. Oh, years of force of football. Mourinho.
The byline.
Here's a goal.
Goal.
Oh,
Haaland.
That's it. 1-0. Haaland with a tap in. Don't know how you feel about that goal.
Don't care.
Yeah.
Spurs were a Middlesex club all the way in Middlesex until 1965. These men are Middlesex club, fam. And these men are trying to say, oh, Arsenal are fake, mate. You were always a North London kid. They're saying that to us, aren't they? These men haven't won a league title as a North London club. Let that sink in. Middlesex is like, well, it's in them ends, really. West London and North. I think City wins at Tottenham Stadium this season. And no, I don't think you will. I mean, I don't think you will. Tottenham might actually do a treble of you, man.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
Oh, Sonny! Oh, what a save by Ortega, blood! What a save!
I've seen him do it!
Stefan Ortega! Unlucky, son! I know what that goal would have meant for you, bruv. Unlucky, my G. Unlucky, son. And head up, my boy. We'll go again. Head up, my G. We'll go again.
Oh, they've lost out, and we're
Sonny's
in. We're in, Sonny.
Oh, he's saved it!
That's okay. That's okay. That's okay, Barnaby.
That's okay. Look how these men acted. And I'm not saying this to say there wouldn't have been Arsenal fans that were like this if the shoes on the other foot. Because I remember when in 2019, back end of 2019 of that season, you know, when Arsenal and Spurs were in European finals, and we saw DT on AFTV.
I've seen him do it!
He was asked the question, would you take Arsenal winning the Europa League if it meant Spurs winning the Champions League? He said no.
I've seen him do it!
He said no. He said he would lose the Europa League final if it meant Spurs will lose the Champions League final. So he valued, I can't remember if Troops was in the same camp. He might have been, but I'm not going to say he was exactly. But I just think he might have been. But I could be wrong. But he valued Spurs' failure over Arsenal's success. Whose fault is it if Spurs would have won that Champions League final? Like, we had chances to try and win the Champions League before they even got in it. You know what I mean? But, you know, Spurs, in this scenario, back in May, was it May 17th, I think it was, these men valued Arsenal failure over their potential success. They could have been in the Champions League this season. They could have been part of this phase, this league phase. I mean, maybe Ange might have attracted better players for having Champions League football. You never know. The fancy, shiny new stadium that they've got. And these men said no thank you to Champions League when it was on the table. Because, let's face it, if Spurs were going to win a game, it was going to be that one. But these men, the players threw it. The only person to do with Spurs that didn't throw that game was Ange, in my opinion. Ange didn't throw that game. You know what I mean? The players threw that game, and the fans were with it. They literally played into Daniel Levy's hands, literally, because Daniel Levy would have had that same mindset of, well, if it means Arsenal win the league, then I'll take us losing, because Daniel Levy doesn't give a shit about the club, and these men know it. You know what I mean? And now look at him. But we're going to get into the later clips where it shows these men unhappy with losing. Oh, poor you.
That's okay. That's more
I've never seen Sonny miss one of those.
That's more than okay. Well done, Sonny. Well done. You did the right thing.
Get some help.
Can you believe that? The one person you want it to fall to, has he missed it on purpose, Amir?
Yeah.
Has he gone straight down the middle on purpose?
Oh, it's a penalty! No! No! Oh, why? Pedro Porro, why did you do that? Oh no, oh fiddlesticks. This always happens to me. We were gonna get back in the game. Why? Why? I don't. Oh, what always happens to me? Why? No, Man City are gonna win the game. Another loss for us. Why? Why?
Now, I shared this video, and I put this video together because I want you guys to maintain in the mindset of, if you feel that small part of you, because we're all human beings, right? And we don't like to see people suffer. But I employ all yous watching this, whenever you see a Spurs fan suffering in footballing terms, no, I'm not talking about anything outside of football, I'm talking about purely just football. When you see these men suffering, I just want you to remember this, because although it's only a handful of Spurs fans in this clip, if that, understand they represent a lot of Spurs fans. You know what I mean? Yes, there were Spurs fans that were like, they were thinking about what Arsenal are doing, you know, proper Spurs fans, but, you know, otherwise, They're all riddled with this. Like, Expressions is the biggest Spurs channel there is out there. He's all Spurs fans have got. He's Spurs fans' hope of, bringing any entertainment towards anything Tottenham Hotspur related. And even he was in the camp.
Do you know what? I don't mind if we lose. It is what it is. I want us to lose.
And it's not like he's saying that out of the heat of a moment. That's purely based off, I don't want Arsenal to win, so I want us to lose so that they don't win the league. Never mind Spurs. If Spurs were 13th in the table, weren't going anywhere, I'd understand it a bit more because they've literally got nothing. Literally just nothing. You know what I mean? But top four they've been begging for was on the table. Villa were choking. Villa choked. You know what I mean? But Spurs gave them Champions League football because they didn't want Arsenal to win the league. And the thing is, we still might not have won the league anyway. You know what I mean? We're still bottlers. Because if Spurs had beaten Man City in that game, we'd have stayed 2 points ahead going into the last game. I think that's how it went. Which would have meant that we just need to beat Everton and they would need to but they would need to beat West Ham and hope we don't beat Everton. And look, we almost didn't beat Everton, you know what I mean? Like, we struggle against them and we usually smoke them at the Emirates. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Hey, there's still hope. Come on, Vicario. He's going to save it. I guarantee you he's going to save it. I guarantee you. Brother, listen, best goalkeeper in the world. He's going to save it. I guarantee you. What's he going to do?
I go there sometimes.
He's going to do nothing. Yeah. 2-0.
What are you laughing at, you fucking fool?
Look at that. So I want you guys just to understand, never feel sorry for these, man.
Do you know what? I don't mind if we lose. It is what it is. I want us to lose.
I want you, man, to just keep that embedded in your brains, right? I want you, man, to just remember this. These man on the brink, they're staring at relegation potentially. These man could do a Birmingham this season, win the EFL Cup and go down. You know what I mean? And literally, the thing is, if that happened, winning the EFL Cup wouldn't mean shit to them because going down as well. But as I said, what I think will happen is I think Spurs will get to the EFL Cup final because I think they'll beat Liverpool at Anfield because it's the EFL Cup. Weird shit happens. They won't beat them there in the league. No way. Let me get my picture. No way, Jose Enrique. But, in a cup. And the thing is, because the final's in March, Spurs will continue to lose games. And they'll be getting closer and closer and closer to relegation. And then they'll sack him before the final. I reckon Ange will get what Mourinho got in terms of, Ange said he wins in his second season. So how ironic would it be for Ange to take Spurs to a cup final knowing that he wins in his second season and then he gets sacked? You know what I mean? That's my prediction. They'll get to the final, but they'll sack Ange because of what's happening in the league. They'll probably get kicked out of the FA Cup against Villa. You know what I mean? Because 16th of March is a long way from beginning of February to 16th of March. That's a long way.
What is he laughing at? Bro, what is he laughing at? Did you just see that?
I just missed that.
Yeah, it looks like a pen. It's all right. That's okay. I don't mind.
And that is good night, Vienna Arsenal.
Good night, Vienna. Good night, Woolwich. So Haaland here stepping up.
Oh,
in
great
the
pen, top corner.
Top right-hand corner. Easy as pie.
See, these men are loving it.
Our Chelsea supporting producer loves that. Why do you want City to win the title?
He hates Arsenal.
Hates Arsenal.
That's why.
AFTV is having heart palpitations.
What are you laughing at, you fucking fool?
Arsenal! Fuck off!
Again, this is not only Spurs fans in the UK. We'll go all the way to Korea, fam. And you got Spurs fans, the same mindset. You know what I mean? Now, I understand that they're happy that, Arsenal aren't going to win the league because we knew we weren't going to win the league. especially with Spurs throwing that game. But end of the day, they have their own success to try and achieve. And success to them would have been Ange getting top 4 in his first phase. I mean, but what they had in mind was us. I mean, it's not a secret that there was Arsenal fans that wanted Spurs to win the game. What Arsenal fan didn't want Spurs to beat Man City? I just tell me that, because we had sections of Arsenal fans, right? We had sections of Arsenal fans that were out here crying because Arsenal fans were supporting Tottenham to beat Man City. Now, do I think some fans went over the top? Yeah. Trying to form like an alliance. That's over the top. Just want Spurs to win and done. That's it. You know what I mean? But like, are you telling me no Arsenal fan wanted Spurs to win that game? No Arsenal fan would have cracked a bit of a smile if Spurs had been beating Man City in that game? You know what I mean? Do they value their hate over Spurs over the potential success of Arsenal that much? You know what I mean? But anyways, let's carry on.
Guys, type L for Arsenal!
You need to know your place, girl!
Yeah.
Because you are an
Why at
acolyte!
the beginning? Why did Arsenal relied on Spurs? Yeah, you guys don't know Spurs? How you guys can rely on Spurs?
Just help me to understand why I would put such faith in a wretch like you. Ah! I'm waiting! You need to know your place, girl! Because you are an acolyte! You serve me!
Absolutely devastated, fam. Once again, no Champions League football for Tottenham Hotspur. We had City on the ropes. They looked like Dylan White after that Povetkin uppercut, fam. Honestly, we just couldn't get the job done, and I'm feeling absolutely glorious.
This is a sick Negro.
We had top 4 fish to fry.
So that's where the dedication of that match reaction was. Well, Arsenal fans aren't winning the league. Arsenal aren't winning the league now, mate. And this is why these men will stay exactly where they are. And then look at them now, fighting relegation. Who would have thought? I wonder if we could go back to May the 17th, right? And we said to Spurs fans, if you throw this, Spurs will throw this game, and then next season you'll be fighting relegation. Literally, like, you'll be fighting relegation. You won't win. It'll be over a month of not winning and everything like that. I wonder if they'd have took it. I wonder if Spurs fans would have took throwing that game to be in this position now that they're in now. Or do they actually value the football club and be like, F everybody else. I just want us to be good, kind of thing. I'm just curious. You know what I mean? Because these men didn't think they'd get like this. These men thought they'd get better, but they have got one foot into a cup final. But is that going to be enough for these men? You know what I mean? Because we've seen, you know, Birmingham, you know, beating us in the, you know, EFL Cup final in 2011, and then they went down.
What the fuck, y'all? God damn! God.
We've seen that. You know what I mean? So it's not foreign for a club to win a trophy and go down.
I've seen him do it.
But for these, man, like, they've been ripped for not winning any trophies. If they was to win the EFL Cup and then go down, nobody's going to give a shit at the end of the trophy draw. Nobody's going to give a shit. Because going down, they would have rather not win that and stay up. You know what I mean?
We had Arsenal's title all in our hand. All week, Arsenal fans been pretending that they like us. We're friends.
The mentality of Spurs fans and exactly why Spurs will not achieve anything anytime soon.
Nope.
So let's get on with it.
If you slip up against United, City can win the league at White Hart Lane. I mean, the celebrations will be wild.
Yeah, facts. Arsenal fans were angry because it shouldn't. Yeah, and that was my thing. It should never have gotten there. It should never have gotten there. I mean, it should never have gotten to that stage where we're even looking at these men to do anything, because we know that they're going to throw it. It should never have gotten there. And I was pissed that you know, obviously, in fact, I've got the picture in here, haven't I? I've got the frigging picture in here, right? Have a look at this. Look at that. Look at that run. Now, have a guess. Out of all those games there, have a guess which game Mikel Arteta chose to put Kai Havertz back in midfield. Have a guess which game that was. Just guess. Out of all them games there, which game did Mikel Arteta decide I will put Kai Havertz back in midfield? That didn't work for the first half of the of that season. Have a guess which game he did that in. This is why it angers me every time thinking about that. Thinking about the back end of 2024 season. Because that virus of a manager, he chose to get cute and he will do it again. He will do it again. I shit you not, he's going to do it again. Look at that. Look at this. Look at that. You know what I mean? Let that marinate. Look at that shit. Look at all those greens there. You got the one yellow, and then you've got that red there. You know what I mean? And what month was that? Oh, April. The goofy month. The month of goofiness. I don't know when Arteta's birthday is, right? But I don't think it's in April anyway. But he's got a thing about April, doesn't he? So I'm not looking forward to April of this year. Because he's gonna do something again. He's gonna cook something up. How can I f this up now? We've seen it more than once.
I've seen him do it.
You know what I mean? Email, you're right. Spurs fans being happy to lose just stop us his mind as they care more about that than getting Champions League. Yeah. So F them. Seeing them suffer, it brings some heat to my heart. You know what I mean? I like seeing these, but these men don't deserve to be happy unless they think they're going to do something. You know what I mean? Did you have a hair transplant? Who? Yeah, I know. Yeah, Aston Villa. Yeah. And what happened that day? What happened that day? Liverpool lost at home to Crystal Palace. So all we needed to do was beat Villa at home. And he chose to go with a lineup that didn't work. Why? Because he wanted to bring Jesus back into the team. And he will do it again. He's going to do it. He's going to play a party at right back in April, in a game in April. And that's going to... That'll be the game we don't win. And we'll look back at it and be like, if only he didn't do goofiness in that game. The last 2 Aprils now, he's done some shit. He never learns. YG, as we both know well. Yeah, he ain't gonna learn. I mean, oh no! I grew my hair. I grew my hair, but yeah, I need to get on with this. This was like back in May. This.
You'd be celebrating from both sets of fans. Days. The whole stadium will be going off. Be rocking off.
Oh, we might invade the pitch.
Yeah. Oh my.
Stop it. Get some help.
It'll be going rock climb.
So this is Abby Summers, another Spurs fan. At and this is, you know, on the DR Sports. My connection's a little bit poor. Let me just turn my camera off temporarily. Right. At the thought of the idea that if we did not beat Man United at I'm going to say White Hart Lane. If we're not beating Man United at Old Trafford and City beat Fulham and then beat Spurs, they'd have won the league at Spurs. Look at the face of the Spurs fan that of that potential of happening. You know what I mean? Double celebrations, might invade the pitch. This is how sad a lot of their fans are. This is why they deserve this and more. You know, it won't happen, but I actually hope these men get relegated. I actually hope they get relegated. They deserve it. And Ange is too good for that football club, in my opinion. He didn't deserve that, in my opinion. You know what I mean? I actually hope these men get relegated, but it won't happen. You know what I mean? Because they won't keep Ange for the rest of the season, and I think they'll do just about enough. You know what I mean? But I hope the worst for these men. I just don't want them liquidated. I want them to still exist. I just want the worst for these men. You know what I mean? Because these men deserve it. You know what I mean? These men fully deserve it.
They'll rock climbing, they'll be standing on top of the cockroach, flying their flags.
He's not here. What about shit?
Her name's Abby Summers.
You saw me standing alone.
What?
Without a dream in my heart.
Yeah.
I think it's a family thing. I think she has said before that her family is Tottenham or something like that. But like, you know, fuck knows what makes anybody support Tottenham, to be fair. You know what I mean? I mean, you got people across the water supporting Tottenham, and it's like, fam, like, you haven't even seen them win a trophy, probably, at all. What makes you support them? It has to be player based. You know what I mean? It has to be some. Your favorite meat might be chicken or some shit. You know what I mean? Your second sport might be basketball or some shit. That's the only explanation I can think of. You know what I mean? I only recognize historic countries, not administrative ones. But yeah, God.
Without a love of my own.
What are you doing getting involved? Put your hands down.
Bear in mind, like, she literally just watched her team lose at home to a team that they never lose at home to. You know what I mean? Yeah, this is back in May. So when you see Spurs now talking about, relegation fight, Spurs, I want you, man, to look back at this and be like, yeah, you deserve it. You know what I mean? You deserve it. If I was to guess what team she supports, if I didn't know, I would have said Arsenal. No. She's a Spurs fan. She is Spurs.
Said blue moon.
Oh, you said you weren't going to sing.
You saw me stand.
Oh, sugar. You just gone and done the dumbest thing in your whole life.
Guys, type L for Arsenal!
Do you know what? I don't mind if we lose. It is what it is. I want us to lose.
That's okay. That's okay, Barnaby. That's okay. That's more than okay. Well done, Sonny. Well done. You did the right thing there.
Wait, what? Ah! Quoi? Ja, qu'est-ce qu'il y a? Ja, qu'est-ce qu'il y a? Oh, det är meningen! Qu'est-ce qu'il y a? Det är meningen!
You idiot! You silly boy!
Ah! Honey, vi sticker.
Hey, man.
Guys, type L for Arsenal. That was mistake, okay, but
These man deserve this. And you know what? I'm not gonna do much talking because I enjoy this. I enjoy this part. Like this part. The only thing missing now, I don't have any. Well, I've got some fruit, got some oranges, and I've got walnuts and blueberries, but I ain't got any like savory food in here right now, right? But this is something to you know what I mean, cook a roast dinner and just play this part of the videos, or just go to their channels and watch their suffering. You know what I mean? That's how I see it.
Crying to me and I'm not having it.
She's Korean.
no, stop.
She's actually blowing up on social media, to be fair. But yeah, I saw the reason why I included her in this is because I saw the No Context TV put a clip of her when she was reacting to when we beat them and about the corners, and she was wearing a top saying "Keep calm, hate Arsenal," and she was like going off on Gabriel and everything like that. So I thought, well, you know, we got us another one here. Let me just find it.
We got us another one.
But yeah, let's carry on.
Yeah, Leicester City didn't score for 5 matches. Leicester City didn't score for 5 matches. But they scored 2 goals to Spurs.
Emotional damage.
For the last 5 matches.
The thing is, I didn't even stop it again. But supposing Son, because he's been at Spurs for like 10 years now, supposing he goes somewhere else and absolutely kill. Let's say he goes Everton, and especially with them getting a fancy new stadium, and Everton win a trophy now, is she gonna jump ship? Because I'm sorry, she supports Tottenham because of Son, right? It's not a secret that South Korea has quite a lot of Spurs fans now because of Son. You know what I mean? It's the same with Japan with Tomiyasu and Brighton with Mitoma and all that shit, right? But fam, is she gonna stay being a diehard Spurs fan? Really? These men don't do anything. We'll have to see. But 10 years, Son's been at Spurs, so that's probably 10 years of her life dedicated to Spurs. It'd be interesting when Son leaves. Wagwan for them, unless Son retires at Spurs and works at the back or something. You know what I mean? But
The Dr. Tottenham is back. Oh my fucking gosh. Guys, type L for Arsenal!
Come on. Again! Brother! Get the ball back! Brother, what are we doing? Intercept! 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 2-1! 2-1! Oh my god! Oh my god, you fuckers!
Do you know what? I don't mind if we lose. I want us to lose.
Oh, these men are criminals! They're criminals,
Do you know what? I don't mind if we lose.
No,
It's what it is. I want us to lose.
End the club! No, brother! No, this is unacceptable. This is fucking acceptable, blood. This is unacceptable, blood. 2 in 2 minutes. 2 in 2 minutes.
Do you know what? I don't mind if we lose. It's what it is. I want us to lose.
And turn it around, put it down, cock it up on the dumb batra. Ice in a breeze, you pricks! Fucking blow the whistle! Blow that shit!
You know what? I don't mind if we lose. It's what it is. I want us to lose.
Had enough, blood. You man are criminals, blood. The whole lot of you, bruv. Every week, I'm telling you, fam, whether man go to the game, whether man do a stream,
you know what? I don't mind if we lose.
This
it's
team,
what
blood.
it is. I want us to lose.
They don't care about us, blood. They don't care. All they care about is fucking business and turnovers. Oh, annual turnover. Oh, what state is the club in? What
you know what? I don't mind if we lose. It's what it is. I want us to lose.
We're in the mud, blood. We're in the mud, fam.
Reed, here's El Canoes now. El Canoes goes for goal. It's 2-1 Leicester. It is 2-1 Leicester.
That's okay, Barnaby. That's okay.
It's
disaster. More than okay. Well done,
Absolute fucking disaster.
Did the right thing.
Oh my god, Porro!
Fuck! We shoot ourselves in the foot time and time again. It's so frustrating.
What are you guys doing?
don't you man enjoy this? I have a good. You know what? I might just bring it back. You know, I might just bring this section back where these men are suffering.
What are you guys doing?
That's okay.
Porro just another unforced error, just gives it straight to Samare.
Okay.
He plays it to Reed. He's got El Canoes in
Well
acres of
Did the right
space, about 25 yards from goal. Lines one up, it's right into the corner from 25 yards.
Nobody closing him.
I swear Vardy must have a soft spot for Arsenal, man. Because he seems to always get at Spurs fans. Shall we bring it back? Shall I bring it back and play that section again, where Spurs are losing to Leicester? Shall I bring it back? Because come on, who doesn't like to see suffering when it comes to that lot? You know, I rarely get onto that lot anyway, as it is. Let's bring it back. Yeah, let's go from there. Let's go from there. Let's get it, guys. Let's get it.
Just gone and done the dumbest thing in your whole life.
Guys, type L for Arsenal!
Do you know what? I don't mind if we lose. It is what it is. I want us to lose.
That's okay. That's okay, Barnaby. That's okay. That's more than okay. Well done, Sonny. Well done. You did the right thing there.
Wait, what? Ah! Quoi? Ja, qu'est-ce qu'il y a? Ja, qu'est-ce qu'il y a? Oh, det är meningen! Qu'est-ce qu'il y a? Det är meningen!
You idiot! You silly boy!
Ah! Honey, mystic åker! Mystic!
Hey, man!
Guys, type L for Arsenal! That was mistake, okay, but... Ah. Ah.
Crying to me and I'm not having it.
No, yeah, Leicester City didn't score for 5 matches. Leicester City didn't score for 5 matches. But they scored 2 goals to Spurs.
Emotional damage.
For the last 5 matches. The Dr. Tottenham is back. Oh my fucking gosh. Guys, type L for Arsenal.
Come on. Again! Brother! Get the ball back! Brother, what are we doing? Intercept! 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 2-1! 2-1! Oh my god! Oh my god, you fuckers! Do you know what? I don't mind if we lose. That's what it is. I want us to lose. Oh, these men are criminals. They're criminals. Do you know what? I don't mind if we lose. No, it's what it is. I want us to lose. End the club. No.
Well, so he's not banned anymore. You wouldn't lie to me, would you?
I swear to God, don't lie to me!
You wouldn't lie to me, would you? Has it been overturned?
Ah! I'm waiting!
Been overturned? Maddie's Brothers United fan. Yeah. Yep. Appeal successful. You know what that means then, don't you? Kundi's saying it was a red. That guy. That watch along by X was 30k views towards the end. Was that 30k views towards the... Oh, was it? News just broke on BBC Sport. PGMO MOL did the right thing like Spike Lee, fam. They did the right thing like Spike Lee. We're going to talk about David Coote in a second. After this clip plays, I'm going to talk about that.
Brother, no, this is unacceptable. This is fucking acceptable, blood. This is unacceptable, blood. 2 in 2 minutes. 2 in 2 minutes.
Do you know what? I don't mind if we lose. It is what it is. I want us to lose.
And turn it around, put it down, cock it up on the dumper truck. ATO in a breeze, you pricks! Fucking blow the whistle! Blow that shit!
You know what? I don't mind if we lose. It is what it is. I want us to lose.
Had enough, blood. You man are criminals, blood. The whole lot of you, bruv. Every week, I'm telling you, fam, whether man go to the game, whether man do a stream,
you know what? I don't mind if we lose.
This
It is
team,
what it
blood.
is. I want us to
They don't care
lose.
about us, blood. They don't care. All they care about is fucking business and turnovers. Oh, annual turnover. Oh, what state is the club in? What
You know
state?
what? I don't mind if we
Brother,
lose.
why am
It is
I
what it
talking
is. I want us
Wisconsin?
to lose.
We're in the mud, blood.
Which one? Which video? Is it? If it's his latest one, I haven't watched any of his latest videos. I watched his rant about Spurs being in relegation fight, but if it's his latest one, I haven't watched it.
We're in the mud, fam.
Reed, here's El Canoose now. El Canoose goes for goal. It's 2-1 Leicester.
Oops, didn't mean to do that. Right, so I'm going to show you guys that afterwards.
It's 2-1 Leicester.
That's okay, Barnaby. That's okay.
It's
It's more than
disaster.
okay. Well done,
Absolute
Sonny.
fucking
Well done.
disaster.
Did the right
Oh
thing.
yeah.
Oh my God, Porro!
Yeah, I watched that, and he's getting ripped for kicking a chair that barely moved. Yeah.
Fuck! You shoot ourselves in the foot time and time again. It's so frustrating.
What are you guys doing? What are you guys doing?
That's okay.
Porro
okay,
just
Barnaby.
another unforced error,
That's
just gives it
okay.
straight to Samare.
It's more than okay.
He plays
Well
it to
done,
Reed. He's got
Sonny.
El
Well
Canoes in
done.
acres
Did
of
the right
space,
thing.
about 25 yards from goal.
Nobody closing
Lines
him
one
down.
up, it's
Nobody
right into the
closing
corner
him
from
down.
25 yards.
Nobody closing him.
Right, so let's talk about man like Coote. Yeah, let's talk about this guy. This guy's trying to pull a fast one. You know, he'd have been told to do this as well because we all know how this works, don't we? So let's talk about this. Sick of them sweatsuits and them corny hats. Let's talk about it. So, former Premier League referee apologizes for actions which led to sacking by PGMOL and comes out as gay. Now, who cares where he likes to put his penis? What's that got to do with how you can do your job? What's that got to do with what you chose to do that ended up you getting sacked from your job? Nobody needs to know where he prefers to put his penis. Nobody cares if he's Mr. Non-Pum-Pum. Nobody cares. But, you know, in fact, let me see if I can...
I think the first thing that I want to do is apologise to anybody who I've offended by my actions. I recognise that they fell. I expected of a top-level referee, and I deeply regret saying what I said.
You shut up!
The Klopp video appeared on social media. There's the release of a second video, an image that showed you snorting cocaine in a UEFA-appointed hotel room last summer. there's a lot of sort of strands to.
The only reason why I'm kind of covering the videos because I don't know if I'll get done for copyright or anything like that. So that's why I've got it like this. Because I don't know what it's going to show. I've never watched this clip before. This is the first time hearing this prick talk.
To how I ended up in that position at the end of my tournament. And part of it is personal. Part of it is football based. I made some really poor choices. The personal context for me, it goes way back and relates to struggles that I've had over the course of time.
Oh, poor you. So now it's two bit of struggles now. Bam. If you've got two bit of struggle, take time off work then. You know what I mean? Don't bring that shit around work. You were caught talking about Liverpool and Klopp the way you were talking about them, right? Which then put everybody on red alert about how referees view football clubs because we knew that this shit existed. But when you see a video like that, it's like, fam, you know what I mean? And then you're online now, on video. I don't know why you're recording yourself snorting coke for a start. I don't know why you let your friend record you doing or saying anything. That's beyond me. But the fact that you can turn around now and try and divert attention away from accountability by saying, "Oh, I'm gay now, mate." Nah, fam. Sorry. The I'm gay is the male equivalent of I'm pregnant, so you can't hold me accountable. That's all it is. That's all it is.
My self-esteem, and that relates to my sexuality.
Here we go. It's not sexuality, mate. Let's bring that back. Let's bring it back. Where are we up to? Right. Hold on. Let's go back.
And that relates to my sexuality. So I'm gay, and I
don't give a shit. Like, fam, don't give a shit.
Who the fuck is this asshole?
I mean, don't give a shit. And?
Ah!
I mean, so we need to know you're gay on top of all this. Big 2025, and man are still in that camp of, oh, well, I don't know if I should come out or not.
Just help me to understand.
No, fam, you're trying to escape accountability. You know what I mean? So now, what he's doing, is he's trying to jump into the protective class, right? He's trying to jump into that. So then, if you say any more about him now you're offending a gay man. You know what I mean? You think we don't know what games man are trying to play in that like this? When man are trying to cling on to sexuality, people either cling to religion or sexuality. And if they could, if somebody could do it, right, they do the same thing with skin color. Or identify as black now, so you can't offend me. Trust me, that would happen. That would happen if it could. If legitimately could get away with saying that, people would do that.
I've struggled with feeling proud of being me over a long period of time. I've felt a deep sense of shame.
Oh, so that's why you decided to snort some coke. So all this after you were on camera saying what you were saying about Klopp and Liverpool. Now we need to know where you prefer to put your penis. Now we need to know about the struggles, fam. You got whole footballers out here that are coming out as gay and everything like that. And then now you want to talk about your struggles and how it was struggling with sexuality and that's why. No, fam, you don't get off that lightly, fam. You know what I mean? It's big 2025 now. You know what I mean? It's not the 1980s, fam. You know what I mean? It ain't that kind of scene anymore. Like somebody coming out, it's not that big of a deal like that now. It ain't the 1980s now. People are more open-minded now. But when man are trying to then use that to try and escape accountability, that's where the problems come in. That's where people start picking up on the shit that you're talking and you're trying to get away with some shit, right? Trying to divert attention. Yeah. Some people even speculating because of Michael Oliver and his fuckery, right? They're saying, look, all this is to take away from all that. And now our appeal has been accepted now. So now we can get off Michael Oliver's nuts. I know how this works. You know what I mean?
In my teenage years in particular, I didn't come out to my parents until I was 21. I didn't come out to my friends until I was 25 and or thereabouts. I really wanted to disassociate what I'm saying here and saying that my sexuality isn't the only reason that led me to be in the position that I was, but I'm not telling an authentic.
No, the thing is, I wouldn't be surprised. You know, I don't put it past anybody these days anyway, right? If people swing either both ways or one way, that's fine. It's just man's trying to use this now. You know what I mean? Man's trying to use it. He was probably happily doing what he was doing as a homosexual man this whole time. But now he's trying to use it to say, oh, it's been hard, mate. Nah. I guarantee this guy was happily being a homosexual man. You know what I mean? And he was living his homosexual or maybe bisexual. Right? He's probably doing this the whole time and he will fine. But now he's trying to use it as it's a struggle. You know what I mean? Oh, it's a bit hard for me now. So can you see how deep he's going into this now? All this off the back of I was on camera sniffing coke and talking shit about Liverpool Football Club and Jurgen Klopp. Now we're all into where I prefer to put my penis. That's where we are now. Madness. It's madness. It's absolutely crazy. Or as some say, it is crazy in a dunya.
Just help me to understand.
Stop it. Get some help.
Christ.
Story of me if I don't say that I'm gay, and that I've had real struggles over time to be able to deal with hiding that. I've already mentioned about hiding my
Nobody needs to know.
Emotions as a young referee.
Nobody needs to know.
And I hid my sexuality through those years as well, and
yawn.
I became pretty good at hiding my emotions as a ref, which was a good quality as a referee, but a terrible quality as a human being. I felt
this going forward, right? Because he's not the first, and he's certainly not going to be the last, right? Away from it, because it's hard as a man. It's very hard to escape accountability. It's very, very hard because women can just cry. Women can just be a woman and escape it. But because women escape accountability at the level of what children do, right? But when it comes to a man, like, it's very hard for you to escape it. You know what I mean? This is why the mental health is coming in, and then now you've got guys clinging to that now, because that's a way out. Being gay is a new one now. Now you get men who are 100% heterosexual that will cling on to, oh, I'm gay now, to try and escape some shit. That's what will happen now. You know what I mean? Like some celebrities and other people like that, right? Even though this is not the channel for me talking of this stuff, right? But there's been celebrities that have had their careers damaged over accusations of being gay. They've been accused of being gay or whatever, and it's ruined. It actually ruins men's career if it turns out that the person was a homosexual this whole time or whatever. It can ruin the career. But what's happening now is, instead of it ruining my career as a man, if I just come out and say that I'm gay, then it can't ruin my career because I'm admitting to it now. You know what I mean? And that's where this is going to go going forward. So David Coote, he could have been 100% heterosexual this whole time, and he could be doing what I'm saying other celebrities do. That they just run to it because it's like, well, you know, it's a way out. You know what I mean? And it's gonna be it's the new way out. It's the new I'm pregnant. You know what I mean? So you can't hold me accountable. How you know, appeal one, so Oliver and his buddies VAR room needs to give an explanation. Oh well, no, if it's been approved now, then it will be a case of, oh, we'll just be happy now. That's how it'll be seen. Could be making all this up. It could be. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? He could be making all this up. Card up sleeve. When to use this, I see just card. He picked his moment to use it. Someone needs to gather immense and Michael Oliver need this guy out of the game too. Yeah, that Michael Oliver is becoming a problem. I mean, I don't know if I can listen to much more of this.
So I've had almost a sense of duty to my colleagues to.
You know what? Shut the fuck up. You know, I just can't now. You know what I mean? I just can't. I can't do listening to any more of that shit because there's no point in giving that more attention than what it's already got. There's no point. But yeah, as for Michael Oliver, yeah, we know he's refereed around about 53 Man City games, not one red card, not one, and he's reffed about 55 or 58 Arsenal games and 8 red cards. And we saw the challenge. You've all seen it. The challenge from behind from Kovacic on Odegaard. Man's ankle was bent.
I've seen him do it.
Not a red card in sight. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. Some people might want to turn around and say, oh, well, stop crying about the refs. Stop crying about them. Everybody gets bullshit referees and this, that, and the other. But I'm sorry. When it comes to this Michael Oliver Dunn, right? When it comes to this guy, I'm sorry, but he's not sent one Man City player off. And the reason why I'm mentioning Man City is because Kovacic, a Man City player, took out Odegaard from behind at the Emirates Stadium and he didn't get a red card. And Michael Oliver was the referee. And then when you calculate on top of that, he hasn't sent a Man City player off. Was he the referee when Elephant Man, a.k.a. Doku, karate kicked with the McAllister in the chest? Was it him that was there? Someone might be able to tell me. Was it him that was referee for that game? But I'm sorry, Michael Oliver, he is a virus that Arsenal's very contagious to. Like, we can all turn around and say, well, Arsenal need to do better in games, which I agree with. But Arsenal can't play up to standard in every single game. You know what I mean? We just can't. You're not going to be the same every single game. There's going to be games where it's going to be a bit tough to get through. But every time, and I said this before, every time a game is close with Arsenal, there's always a red card coming somewhere. Always. We're never 5-0 up and get a red card. When's last time we were 3+ goals up and we got a red card? Name that game. Tell me the date, time of that game where we were 3+ goals up, winning comfortably, and we got a red card. What game was that? Guarantee you the red cards, you go back, it was all 0-0s, 1-1s, 1-0s. It was some tight-ass game. And then we got, you know what I mean? Against Brighton, both games, red card. Man City, close game, red card. You know what I mean? Bournemouth. Sleeper took the guy out from behind, to be fair. Pause. You know what I mean? Crystal Palace last season, 1-0 win. You know what I mean? The last time there was a red card in a game we were in and the goals were flying in was when Man City beat us like 5-0. When's the last time we smoked a team and then got a red card? When? Doesn't happen. Rarely happens. It's always a tight game. We can't expect Arsenal to be clear of teams every single game, right? But I just find it ironic how when it's a tight game, there's always some bullshit. You know what I mean? Because we'll kicking a ball away and whatever, red card. Yet you see another player do it in another team, and it's a yellow card or nothing. And then you look back at our tight frigging game, and we got that red card. Yeah, it was Oliver for Doku and McAllister game. I thought it was. Also, don't forget Kovacic is a similar tackle and Rice is saying, "Oh yeah, he did. He did." You know what I mean? This something needs. The club need to put out a statement and say, "Look, I don't want this guy refereeing our games, and here's why." Look at these games here. Look at the challenge on Rice and Odegaard for Man City players, where he was there, and he didn't send them off. He hasn't sent off not one Man City player. On top of that, but he sent off 8 Arsenal players, and he's refereed only a few games more. They need to look at that and say, "Look, no, I've got evidence. This is enough to say I don't want this guy refereeing our games." So I'm not saying give me that referee. I'm just saying don't give me him. I don't want him because he's a problem and he's going to do it again. They need to call this out. They need to say, "Look, he'll do it again," because this track record shows he's going to do it again. Because you see, if it was me, I would turn around and say, "This guy, Michael Oliver, is going to do it again." The more he refs our games, the more you're going to see this. 8 red cards he sent to Arsenal players. 8, not 1 to Man City, right? And there was Kovacic should have easily seen red, easily. You know what I mean? Easily. Not to mention, Oliver's been a Man City player role to get referee games in United Emirates. You know what I mean? Yeah, that on top of this looks sus. Facts, one thing that annoys me about League Gunner and Offside is their gaslighting of our fans regarding refs. 2 things can be true. We need to do better, but refs got to do their job properly. Now, when we got that red card, I thought to myself, let me tune into League Gunner's stream because I want to see what he says about it. Because he gives me the impression where he likes to be on the other side. I don't really want to say on purpose, but at the same time, like, if I go against the grain, the traction is gonna stay on me being negative, which is gonna have people focus on me, kind of thing. That's the kind of vibe I'm getting. But I saw on the stream, he said, no, that's never red. But then I watched Nick's video today, Nick the football club, shout out to him, where they were talking about it on. It wasn't Big Six. It was can't remember. But Lee Gunner was on there, and he was basically saying that it was a red, and that he's looked at it more, and he believes it was the right decision. And I'm thinking, see, I knew it. I knew it wouldn't last long. You know what I mean? It's almost like I just get this impression that, you know, he doesn't want. I get that accountability put on the players for not being good enough in the game. I get that, right? But we have to call a spade a spade. I know you don't want to cry about refs and everything like that, right? But this just seems like an opportunity to go at people, at Arsenal fans that are crying about the refs, and turning around and saying everybody gets, you know, their fair share of unjust. It's like, well, yeah, but like, fam, you see Michael Oliver's record. Like, don't you think this is a problem now? It's beyond a joke now. It's beyond a joke. People have been saying, "Oh, the refs are against Arsenal," blah blah blah. But for me, it's this Michael Oliver thing it's beyond a joke now. It's beyond a joke. Because I'm telling you right now, I reckon if the shoe was on the other foot and a Wolves player did that to Arsenal player and he didn't get sent off, and we were all saying he should have been sent off, I guarantee you Lee Gunner would say, no, he shouldn't have been sent off. Stop crying. I guarantee you that's what would be said. He would say that stop crying about he should have been sent off when he shouldn't have been sent off. That's why I'm getting this vibe that he's kind of going against the grain on purpose. Fabio Vieira against Burnley with 3-1 up. To be fair, I was there as well, actually. I was there at that game. To be fair, with that game, with that challenge, sorry, I can understand why they sent him off. But yeah, I suppose I could give you that, but 3-1 up, it's a two goal lead, really, isn't it? But yeah. Mateta out and skeptical of refs. Saying people want both out. I remember what the refs did to Wenger. Our last season of Wenger was ridiculous, bad for decisions against us. Not even mentioning Ferguera, don't get me started on that. Perhaps subscribe to them. They are drama queens. How about concentrate on club, team managing games, no point fighting fans. It's all different. He's anti-complaining about refs because it does take attention away from Arteta out, but for me, they're completely different issues. Instantly, LG used to slag off refs all the time during the late Wenger times. Yeah, it just seems now it's a case of I'm looking at it now, and I'm like, I don't know what challenge would need to happen before he's in agreement that is or isn't a red. Because at first he was saying that ain't a red, and he looked at it back when they were watching the game. But then now he's done a 180 and be like, no, I've looked at it and he's a red because of the studs or whatever he said. And it's like, nah. This now is an opportunity to go at fans that are crying about the refs, just so that you can have a go at them for them talking about the refs. That's what this seems now. I mean, shit. That's what it seems, and it's a bit too obvious in my opinion. He might know they were fuming during the game over the red. It's because he's slobbing on the laws of the games. Jesus nuts. He's U-turned. If we are so great, we shouldn't have to rely on rest decisions against us. Yeah, I mean, I'm in agreement that we should be better than that anyway. But at the same time, we can't be on top of our game every single game either. You know what I mean? And it's always these tight games where, getting these reds. We'll see. I agree a lot with their views on the state of Arsenal Football Club, but this is something I can't defend them on. It's all it's battle playing. Havertz should have sent off for the aerial tackle he done Van Dijk. He didn't get booked. He also, we get decisions for us, like Odegaard playing basketball at Anfield last season. Like we get those. We get those that go for us that should have gone against us. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to sit here and say, "Oh, we never benefit from anything." You know what I mean? Like I said, everybody does get it, but let's call a spade a spade. You know what I mean? Miles Lewis-Skelly's challenge, that is never a straight red, in my opinion. But when you look at it, you can see obviously, it's it can be dangerous to the player because it can do some serious damage. You know what I mean? And he was stopping the counter attack. But you know what I mean? To see that as a red straight away, and then you look at it back, it's like, nah. You know what I mean? Because I said at the time, if that happens to us, that player does not get a straight red. Especially not with Michael Oliver being there. Imagine if a City player did that to us. You know what I mean? We had worse, didn't we? Kovacic taking out Odegaard from behind. Rice, similar challenge, not a red. You know what I mean? I mean, and it's that's I'm looking at, and it's like, fam, this needs calling out because this Michael Oliver guy is something else. LG doing too much there. I'm kind of. It's looking that way in my opinion now. It's looking that way. I ain't gonna lie. It is looking that way. It's looking like it's a point of where, I don't want to believe what everybody else that I don't agree with agrees with. So I'm going to go against the grain, and I'm going to tell everybody, stop crying about the ref. You know what I mean? Because it just happens. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, when do we get to a point where it's like we're seeing like the Michael Oliver thing? It's that for me the most. It's that for me the most. Why don't they get foreign refs in? They probably don't get them in because maybe for whatever they've got going on, the foreign refs might be on a total different page. I don't know. The issue with these guys is ain't even as much as what this. It's their delivery. I've never seen anyone sent off for tripping a guy up. Dan Potts, I actually prefer him. I'm honest, he says same stuff, but knows how to execute his points without seeming snarky or childish. They should get the refs after the games, just why they sent the player off, just like how manager has to face the press. I thought, yeah, I thought they were going to be doing this. You know what I mean? I thought they were going to end up bringing something like that in. That's what I thought. But anyways, this is probably my longest match preview. But I'm going to timestamp all this anyway. I'm going to timestamp it. So once I end the stream, which I'm going to end now, I'll timestamp it and everything like that. But yeah, you know, match preview for this game is I'm going with a scoreline of Girona 0, Arsenal 2. That is what I'm going with for tomorrow night. I think I'll do a watch along tomorrow night for this. Well, I might as well actually, because it's the last Champions League game of the league phase, so I might as well go off with a bang in it. But yeah, anyways, big up to all yous that came in and stayed and everything like that. And yeah, like the video, share the video, comment, subscribe. If you didn't see this from the start, I will put timestamps. So it'll be timestamp of the intro, so you can skip the intro, and then the match preview, and then the reaction to Spurs fans, and then the reaction to these refs. So yeah, anyways, catch you in the next one. Peace.
And if anyone wants to have a come at me,
come and find me. I'm in the car park now.
Because I'm a black belt in karate.
Stop the cap.
Come and have a pop.
I don't think you have the facilities for that, big man.